So I'm going to show you today how to make a proposal template generator using Google Slides. So I have a proposal here that has a bunch of variables that you can enter throughout the presentation. For example, the setup fee, the license fee. I use this for consulting gigs when I'm consulting for a client. And then throughout the variables, you have different variables I want to enter, and I want to do this automatically. So I want to generate this via email. So what I'm going to do is go here and create a new automation. I'm going to call it proposal generator. And I want to initiate this via email. So I can do something. So I'm going to create triggers, go to email, and it'll generate a new email for me. And I'm going to go to my email and send the test email with the data I want to generate the proposal for. So I'm sending the email and I'm going to call it generate proposal. And now I'm going to say generate a proposal for a client name Nassim. The setup fee is 5,000. So let's say like I want to do I have a setup fee, a license fee, and a savings fee. So I'm gonna go here and go setup fee is 5,000, savings is estimated at 15,000, and license fee is 2,000. And let's check if I'm missing any fields. I also have a client name over here, so I'm just gonna say the proposal client name is the same. Say thanks. Okay, I'm gonna send the test email. So now I've sent the test email. I'm gonna wait for it to arrive, and I'm gonna click here while it arrived, and I'm gonna say while it's arriving. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna pause the video for a second and wait for the email to arrive. Okay, so the email has arrived, and you see that you have the body here that we just sent via email. So what I'm gonna do is the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this link, and I'm gonna go into my Google Drive connection where it says connected app. I'm going to connect my Google Drive, connect it again, select my email, connected, and it's going to ask me to select which file I want to share. So I'm going to go select Google Drive files, search for template proposal, and I'm going to give that way I can give access only to that file. So I'm going to go back to automations and then proposal generator, the one we just created, and say find all the variables in this Google slide using my Google Drive integration. I'm going to paste the link to the Google slide, and I'm going to send it. So it's going to start thinking, and it says it's going to use JavaScript, and my Google Drive integration is going to start generating the code to solve that problem. So I'm going to wait also it finished generating. Let's see. Okay, you're going to see that the variables have been extracted. So I have extracted all the variables in my presentation. Whenever you're doing, you have to make sure that this is a Google Doc. A Google slide and not a PPT or any other type of document in your Google Drive. So now that it has extracted the variables, I'm going to go to the second step, and I'm going to say use the body from the email and send it to ChatGPT to extract the variables for the presentation that we got in the previous step. So I'm going to send it. I'm going to wait for it to generate the code. I'm going to pause it until it generates a code. Okay, so it finished generating the code. I'm going to run it again. And you see that it has extracted client name, setup fee, saving amounts, license fee. So now I'm going to add another step and say use the results from the previous step and create a copy of this file for the client and replace the variables. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna let it think. I'm just gonna select JavaScript. My Google Drive integration is gonna start generating the code. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for it to generate the code. So once it's ready, you click run step. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this link, paste it, and see if you see that it has replaced the variable name Nassim. That has replaced the setup fee, the license fee, and the savings fee. Yeah, if you want to replace anything else, that way you can generate a proposal. You can also have this run via form. Let's say the first step can be a form, so that if you fill it out, it automatically generates the form, the template. So I also added an image to be able to place logos inside that image. You can also do that by, let's say, uploading. If it's a form, you can, or if it's an email, you can send the image via email. Let's say I can send it to the email we send, or you can also, if it's a static image, you can also add the image here and then click the button to make it public. And then you can tell the AI that you want to replace that image, so that when you run that step, it automatically replaces the images with the new slide. So let's say I'm just going to copy this presentation ID and go to the new Google slide that we just created. And you're going to see that it has replaced the image with the image I sent.